All right, everybody, welcome to today's training call. Got a great call for you today. What I'm going to be talking about is, I think is something that's really, really important. I talk to a lot of agents that are doing telesales and even field sales that sometimes struggle with not necessarily their placement, but their persistency. Like their clients are canceling, they're not staying on the books. There are really some proven things that you can do to keep your policies on the books. I'm going to share with you exactly what I do. I've been in the final expense business. I took my first final expense lead in the spring of 2010. I got licensed in '09, but didn't start doing final expense until 2010. So what, at the time of this call, it's been like 14 years. I quickly implemented some techniques that if you will just do, I promise you, you can probably increase your persistency by 15, maybe even 20 points. The goal is that you want to have a 13-month persistency of at least 85%, if not 90 or higher. My personally persistency is over 90%. Okay, so appreciate you being on the call. If you like content like this, if you like final expense sales training, do me a favor, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so when I do put out new material, you'll be notified. My name's Joe Johnson. I'm with Senior Life. If you want more information, if you want some coaching, contact me directly. If you want to join my team here on Senior Life, contact me directly. What I will do is I will leave a link in the description below. It's a contact link that would take you to my website. You can fill out a form. It'll come directly to me. I promise if you do that, I will email you, call you, and text you to get back in touch with you. Okay, so here's what we're going to be talking about. You've already made the sale. You close the sale. You um, did everything that was necessary to do that, and you're at the end. Okay, the worst thing that you can do is just hang up the phone. Okay, Mary, well, great, got everything done. Your policy is going to be mailed to you. Click, and then you never talk to that client again. Can't do that. Okay, now that you've closed the sale, don't be in such a hurry to get off the phone. We call this the cool down. Just take a minute and just open up and be vulnerable and talk to your client like they're a human, you know? Um, Ask them. One thing that I do is I ask them, how they feel. Bob, Mary, this has got to be a huge relief off your shoulders. Tell me how you feel now that we've gotten this taken care of. Get them to open up a little bit. You'll see those emotions will let out. If you have, this is a good idea. I just thought about this. If you have the I am your policy letter, this would be a great time to read this to your clients. It's very emotional. But remember, you want to evoke those emotions, and you just don't, because you just completed the transaction. You don't want this to be just a completely, for your clients to completely view this as a transactional type thing. People buy because of emotion. It's the most important feeling that we have. So don't be in such a rush to get off the phone. Ask them how they feel about it. Um, Now that they've got not only the funding in place, but the planning, and just kind of do a short little recap on Legacy, about all the benefits that Legacy provides. Once I've done that, and I do a little bit of cool down, some nice little chit chat and things like that, then I'm going to do what's next, is we call the pushback. By the way, this is a 3-step process. At the end of my sale, I'm gonna do what I call a cool down. I'm gonna do a pushback, and then the follow through. Okay, the pushback consists of the to make sure, reconfirming that the plan that they chose fits comfortably within their budget. Ask your clients straight out, ask them. Just want to make sure, are you going to keep this policy? And remember, the policy that stays is the policy that pays. That's really, really important. Get them to confirm that, yes, absolutely 100%, this is going to fit into your budget. Warn them, say, listen, don't be tricked. You might see commercials on TV, or you may see things that are may seem cheaper at the time. Don't be tricked into cheaper policies that may seem less expensive now, but are going to cost your family thousands of dollars in the long run, because this is the only policy that comes with everlasting legacy. Reinforce the legacy, legacy, legacy. Legacy is super important. So make sure you reinforce that. So that's kind of doing the pushback. Bob, Mary, I just want to make sure before I completely, complete everything, that you got to let me know that this fits into the budget, because I don't want to hear 3 months from now you had to let this policy go, because all you did is waste your money. Get them, don't be afraid to. I think some agents are afraid to do that. You cannot be afraid to do that. Okay. Last little thing I'm going to do is the follow through, which is kind of a 2 or 3 step process. The first thing I'm going to do on the follow through is, while I still have them on the phone, I'm going to walk my clients through the policy delivery process. What does that look like? When are they going to receive the policy? Remember, if I'm writing a policy today, but they're future dating their policy for 3 weeks out, they're not going to see a policy for a month and a half, because they're not going to draft the first premium for 3 weeks. It's going to take 10 business days after that for them to receive the policy. So you're talking at least a good month. So you got to make sure that your clients are aware of that. That's why staying in touch with them is so important. But walk them through the process. Say, Mary, only because we're future dating, where your policy is actually technically not going to be active. So we're not mailing you a policy until that first draft is received. Once you receive it, then your policy will come in the mail roughly about 10 days after that. Don't worry, I'm going to be in touch with you. I'm going to follow through. So make sure they understand the process of that, and the fact that they're going to get their legacy packet as well. Okay. Their legacy membership. Let your clients know that you're going to be mailing them out a thank you card with some business cards. Hey, the next few days, I'm going to send you out a nice little letter. I'm going to put some business cards in there. Do me a favor. I'm going to send you, how many cards do you need? Do you need 3, 4? We only send you 5? Bob, Mary, don't keep me a secret. Listen, I know there's people that you love and care about that could benefit from a plan like this, but I can't help them unless you put them in touch with me. Don't keep me a secret. It does me no good to be a secret agent. Okay. Kind of chuckle about it. Now, once you send them the business cards, you better follow up with them. That's the key. So typically what I will do, the night of a sale, I will write out business thank you cards for the day. Nice little handwritten note. Usually in the handwritten note, I already have like pre-printed thank you cards that are like generic, scripted, but then I'll do a handwritten note, and I'll also put in a little bit of a reminder of their premium and their draft date as well, and put my business cards in there. Let them know that you're going to follow up with them within 5 days or so. You're going to make sure that they got the card with your business cards, and to ask them if they have any questions as well. Let them know that you're going to do that, but then you got to do it. Because if you say you're going to call, then you don't call, then they start getting skeptical, and then some other agent contacts them, and next thing you know, you're getting replaced, and now they ghosted you. They're not returning your phone call. So follow up with them, make sure they got your thank you card, find out if they have any questions. Great. Hey, did you give any of my cards out? This is another great time to ask for referrals. When you reach out to your clients, it's always a good idea to reconfirm the premium and the draft date. Okay, I'm doing that multiple times. Don't be afraid to ask them, reconfirm. Hey, we got everything in place. Your policy's all approved. Again, just want to make sure, hey, does that $79 that comfortably fits your budget, correct? Okay, great. Now be sure to follow up with your clients after they physically have received their policy. You should be tracking your business online through the agent portal, and you will see as an example when it was issued. When it was issued, you should follow up with your client about a week and a half, about 10 business days after it was issued. Find out if they received their policy. Okay, if they didn't, then say, okay, let's give it a few more days. Let me give it one more week. I'll follow up with you next week. If they didn't get their policy, then you need to follow up. You need to call Senior Life and find out what happened. Okay, it's little stuff like that that will cause clients to cancel their policy because you didn't follow up. Something happened with the mail. They didn't receive their policy. Now they get all skeptical and think that they got scammed. Okay. So follow up after they get their policies. Do a quick recap of their policy benefits and go over legacy again and then ask for referrals. And then do annual reviews. Have a good table of organization where you can do annual reviews. And annual reviews don't have to be exactly a year from now. It could be 6 months from now. It could be, maybe it's something you do every January or February. You just reach out to the client, say, hey, do you need any, can I send you some more business cards? Find out if they need to make any updates on their policy. Maybe they want to add a little bit. Hey, how would you feel about maybe adding an additional $5,000 benefit? Get referrals, just doing those little things like that, staying in touch with your clients and at the end of the day, you're being a professional. This is what it takes to be a professional. So if you're in it for the long haul, like I am, be a professional, and keep those policies on the book. So anyway, appreciate everybody hopping on the call. Again, if you want to contact me, use the link in the description below to contact me. Let's have a conversation. Let's see if my training, see if working with Senior Life, working with our agency would be a good fit for you. All right, everybody, take care. I hope that you found this information valuable, but again, it's not going to do anything if you don't put it in place, if you don't make it work for you. All right, everybody, take care. Have a great day.